Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Harakakadash, double honors to my apostles, elders, and teachers at Great Millstone. This is Yahweh from the service of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the Las Vegas camp. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom. What you about to see here, this is why the Lord gotta come, man, because this shit is ridiculous, man. These devils, the FDA don't got control of our food no more. They get hired by these food companies and these pharmaceutical companies to work for them after they quit their jobs. And this is the shit they feeding us. We literally getting poisoned.
This is actual footage of fake beef's production process in the factory. Would you eat such meat? Would you eat these inflammable noodles? In China, the prevalence of fake products is a well-known fact, and amidst the surge of counterfeit goods, the issue of fake food particularly stands out. Food fraud not only poses a grave threat to people's health, but also erodes trust within society.
That's disgusting.
Today, let's delve into some of the shocking fake food items found in the Chinese food market. Fake beef. Let's begin with the fake beef that you saw at the beginning of the video. Due to the high cost of beef, which is approximately 160 to 180 yuan, 22 to 26 USD per kilogram, businesses often cut costs by using cheaper meats such as chicken, duck, or pork, which cost around 20 yuan, 3 USD per kilogram, to create synthetic meat. To enhance the beef flavor, they add ingredients like beef essence or beef tendon.
Can you work at a factory doing this shit? Fake beef. Look at that wash pot. He's proud of his work. Look at that stuff, man.
After these ingredients are mixed and marinated, gelatin is then added to mimic the texture of beef, making it chewy and elastic. Some manufacturers even craft a beef-like surface texture, making it hard to distinguish from real beef. Other sellers use leftover beef scraps, such as lymph nodes and internal organs, to produce fake beef. These low-cost scraps are ground into minced meat, mixed with additives to produce synthetic minced meat, fooling consumers into thinking it's real minced beef. To cut even more costs, some unscrupulous businesses opt for using meat from deceased cows or aged sows to make fake beef. To make the fake beef's color resemble fresh beef, they add coloring agents such as carmine and nitrates. There are even some reckless merchants who simply combine eggs and starch or use plant protein to create a kind of composite meat. They then add various additives to make this substance closely resemble real beef in appearance and texture, though it contains no meat at all.
Fake beef is everywhere. Can you believe it? When you order it.
And you see these wash pots in the chocolate people's neighborhoods. See, ain't no telling if they getting their products straight from China and they sell it to you Negroes at a cheaper price. They're just like, well, we ain't gonna buy United States products. We're gonna get our stuff from China.
Dish of boiled beef or stir-fried beef at a restaurant, what you might be consuming may not be real beef. Today, let's take a closer look at the type of...
So if you're a passport bro going to these Asian countries, watch what you eat.
Fake beef that has dominated the restaurant industry for over a decade. That is Mongolian meat. When you hear Mongolian meat, you might be thinking of Mongolian beef, but there's actually no beef in here. This Mongolian meat comes in 3 different grades. The lowest grade contains duck meat and a bunch of additives, priced at 6 to 8 yuan. The mid-range option includes some pork and duck meat, along with a heap of additives, priced between 8 to 10 yuan. The high-grade version consists of pork and a bunch of additives, priced around 10 to 15 yuan.
The man in the video reveals that a bag of Mongolian meat contains 2 smaller bags, enough for 2 servings. The cost of one portion...
That's a upslakya. Here we go with this shit. What the hell just happened?
T-Mobile 5G home
God
internet
damn
is
it.
slowing you down when everyone's connected. Why deal with that? Switch.
Boiled beef is
That's
fine.
that shit right there. That's Panda Express shit. Look, that's Panda Express. That shit look just like that. That beef and broccoli and shit. That beef, because I don't know what the hell that shit is. That chicken is cut up like in a kind of funny way.
Yuan, while they sell it to you for 58 yuan per bowl, allowing the owner to make
Beef broccoli?
50 yuan. What's more, we can see that the list of ingredients on the packaging of Mongolian meat.
And it's a shame that you got a chocolate mother that'll feed you this shit. This is Ezekiel 4:13, and the Lord said, even thus the children of Yasha'Allah eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I would drive them. This was going on right now. The FDA, they can't control all this stuff. That's a lot of restaurants and manufacturing plants they got to inspect on a daily basis. Because how do they know you're not sneaking this shit into your food?
Includes pork scraps, duck scraps, phosphate, sodium citrate, carrageenan, and other additives. It's all additives. In this next video, the man claims to have bought fake beef in Chaonan Street in Guangzhou.
This is me read 14. Then said I, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Mashiach, behold, my soul have not been polluted, for from my youth up, even till now, have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces, neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth.
People nowadays are truly clever. They can fake just about anything, and the fakes look so convincing. They've made the tendon, they've got the real color. It's honestly hard for the naked eye to see through. When I bought it at the store, the salesperson claimed it was prime beef. After cutting it, you can't tear it apart. No idea what kind of glue they use. Cut it open and you'll see. The white part is the glue. If you try burning it with a lighter, it actually catches fire, and it produces a smell just like burning plastic. They're selling this kind of beef for 1 to 200 yuan for half a kilogram.
How is fake beef jerky made? As the video shows, first a mold of the beef jerky is created. Once the mold is ready, it is disassembled and refined into a perfect shape. Then the mold is cleaned. After that, the ingredients for the fake beef are prepared. Following this, the jerky is baked. Once cooked, the fake beef jerky is removed and then it undergoes a second coloring and glazing. Finally, the fake beef jerky is completed. Speaking of meat, fake...
You think Israel about to do this shit? I know Negroes are, saying they be tearing some shit up, but they is not about to sit up and make some fucking fake meat.
Lamb and fake lamb chops have also become a headache for consumers in recent years. During the merchandise...
We're not about to sit around and figure out how can we make some fake lamb chops.
process, lamb is categorized by...
Look at this fucking watch pot, man. This shit gotta make you mad. We surrounded by these damn nasty ass people.
Also become a headache for consumers in recent years. During the merchandise slaughter process,
look at it. Oh, look at the texture. It's perfect. Look at his wife. Those are straight. They should be washing dishes, not making fake meat.
Is categorized by its parts and then released into the market after passing inspections. However, some businesses, in order to cut costs, mix low quality or even spoiled meat with chemical ingredients such as flavorings for processing. In terms of taste and appearance, these fake lamb chops are almost indistinguishable from real ones. Some businesses use an enzyme that can act as a binding agent, mixing duck and chicken meat with beef, along with the right seasoning to create fake lamb chops. The picture posted here is even more interesting. The man bought lamb chops at a food festival in Shenzhen and only realized after taking a bite that there was a chopstick inserted into the meat. The individual humorously remarked that it was another day of falling for tricks. Have you ever witnessed the production process of plastic rice? You'll see white plastic continuously being conveyed into a machine, which then extrudes dough-like substances from the other end. The dough-like object is then put into another machine, and after undergoing processes like wire drawing and threading, the machine produces shiny plastic rice. The same goes in this video. An unidentified...
Here we go with this shit.
I said I'd never do it. Not living on itself would be too hard.
On the other end is rice. Even the popular self-heating rice products that have gained popularity in recent years
supposed to be rice.
Had their hidden...
What the hell? Look at that there. Yeah, you want to become a passport bro, huh?
prices.
The rice you can find in the supermarket is usually crystal clear, with distinct grains. In contrast, the rice in self-heating meals appear like long, thread-like strands. If you look closely, you'll even notice some tiny bubbles within, forming irregular elliptical strands.
So it turns out that what's being sold
Plastic rice. Wow.
is not real rice, but reconstituted rice, which is made primarily from rice, wheat, and cornstarch. Seasonings and food additives are then added.
That's why it's good to pray over your food, man. Like that brother wrote that prayer. Shawar call madwa will call chalayim maza maka'al. Ba'ashem Yahushua HaMashiach.
And after a certain proportion,
Gotta learn these
is
prayers,
determined,
man.
the mixture is ground, then
Pray
processed
over your
through
food.
extrusion and puffing to form something that looks similar to regular rice.
Yeah, pray over your food because nothing is impossible for the Most High. Let me get that real quick while this
However,
play.
because many nutrients are lost during the production process, it's not recommended for long-term consumption. Lately, there is even a type of rice marketed as natural green rice. It claims to be a specialty from northeast China, but many people from that region have only become aware of it in the last 2 years. The quality of this green rice, which is advertised as free from color.
Yeah, pray over your food. This is Luke 1:37. For the Most High, for with the Most High, nothing shall be impossible. So you get some defiled plastic rice that look like some actual rice. Pray over it, man. The Lord will actually turn that stuff back into rice.
And additives have been the subject of numerous blogger reviews.
I've bought some all-natural, non-artificially colored bamboo rice, which cost me 16.5 yuan per kilogram. This is the most expensive rice I've purchased so far. Let's take a look at its ingredients list. It includes corn flour, spinach flour, mulberry leaf powder, fresh bamboo leaf powder, and water. The ingredient list has anything but rice.
The blogger mentioned that this kind of rice looks fresh after cooking, but its color is a bit faded. After cooking, it sticks together like glue, forming a solid mass. The texture when eating is similar to chewing on glue. It could even dislodge your dentures. A man bought a pack of noodles priced 10 yuan for half a kilogram, only to discover something alarming at home.
The question is, why would you do this, man? What's the purpose? To make some money? God damn. Yeah, people get arrested for selling crack, but not fucking making fake food, toxic noodles and shit.
After soaking the noodles in water overnight, not a trace of powder dissolved, and the noodles could even be stretched. This has shocked them, and apparently he will not be eating it. Another customer mentioned they would never buy noodles from the market again after witnessing a noodle shop owner kneading dough and simply ignore the customer.
Some people in China should be out there on the streets because this is ridiculous. Now you got all these, they built badly now, especially when they get fat.
Customers when they're asked to select which type of noodle to buy. This raised suspicions. Could the flour used in these noodles be different from what's found in home kitchens? Later, the customer learned from a neighbor who has been running a noodle business for over 10 years that many noodles on the market contain carcinogenic substances like borax to enhance their elasticity and texture. Noodles with borax usually have a smooth surface and are white with a slightly yellow tint. Formaldehyde can also be added to...
And the chocolate woman loved going to these Chinese restaurants, buying these pork balls and shit. That shit, if the lawful meat is defiled, just think how much that unclean meat is.
Make noodles appear fresher. For noodles that don't soften easily, some producers add strengthening agents and others include carcinogenic chemicals like sulfur dioxide to improve the appearance. Despite looking appetizing, these noodles pose potential health risks. To investigate the composition of fake noodles further, a blogger conducted an experiment. Observing the noodle samples under a microscope, the blogger found it strange to see granular substances clearly visible. Moreover,
That's why they put a bunch of pesticides on the food, because those insects know that crop over there is no good. It's no good for consumption. That's why them insects is trying to eat it. If it was a good crop, insects don't eat good crops, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll let that crop alone. But if it's toe up, they'll come over there and eat up that bad crop.
Noodles had strong elasticity, didn't spoil over time, and didn't become sticky. The blogger then used a borax detection kit, which confirmed the presence of borax in these granules. Another blogger conducted a simple formaldehyde
Borax?
test.
That's that, hold up. That's that shit you give cockroaches to kill them.
Another blogger conducted a simple formaldehyde test. They coated both a boiled and an unboiled noodle sample with a formaldehyde detection solution. After 30 minutes of waiting, the results were revealed. The uncooked noodle showed a moderate to high level of formaldehyde of between 1.1 to 1.2, far exceeding the normal caution level of 0.1. The cooked noodles had levels around 0.5, with slightly lighter coloration indicating that formaldehyde remains even after cooking. Fake tofu.
Hold on, I'm trying to see if she said borax. I just looked it up. This stuff is to kill cockroaches.
To investigate the composition of fake noodles further, a blogger conducted an experiment. Observing the noodle samples under a microscope, the blogger found it strange to see granular substances clearly visible. Moreover, these noodles had strong elasticity, didn't spoil over time, and didn't become sticky. The blogger then used a borax detection kit, which confirmed the presence of borax in these granules. Another blogger conducted
he used a kit to try to detect borax in that stuff.
The blogger then used a borax detection kit, which confirmed the presence of borax in these granules.
Damn. And I just looked it up. There's a question that says, what is borax powder used for? Borax is a powdery white substance, also known as sodium borate. I can't even say that word. It is widely used as a household cleaner and a booster for laundry detergent. Because I remember a friend of mine, her mother used to use that shit to kill cockroaches. Let me put cockroaches in here. Borax powder, cockroaches. And it popped up. Here it is. Borax powder kill cockroaches. Get it at Walmart. Mixing borax with sugar and using it on its own, that acts like a dust insecticide, are two of the most commonly practiced methods of controlling cockroaches. And that shit is in the noodles. That's terrible.
Another blogger conducted a simple formaldehyde test. They coated both a boiled and an unboiled noodle sample with a formaldehyde detection solution. After 30 minutes of waiting, the results were revealed. The uncooked noodle showed a moderate to high level of formaldehyde of between 1.1 to 1.2, far exceeding the normal caution level of 0.1. The cooked noodles had levels around 0.5, with slightly lighter coloration indicating that formaldehyde remains even after cooking. Fake tofu. Tofu, a highly popular and nutritious food, is generally considered a natural product, so normally one should not worry about buying fakes, right? Surprisingly, fake tofu has also appeared in China. Some types of fake tofu are extremely hard with no elasticity when pressed by hand. This type of tofu is suspected to contain industrial gypsum with a significantly...
This for the people that got friends on the outside of Yasha Allah. This is Ecclesiasticus 6:13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. Yeah, you motherfucking church-going niggas. You trying to save these people, man. They making fake food for you.
Excessive chemical content.
And Edom, let me get Edom. Because Edom is a disgusting man. Slakia. This is Job 30:8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were valid than the earth. Val means more. If they vow like that, more valid than the earth, they are disgusting. And this is Edom he's talking about.
Potentially posing carcinogenic risk when consumed excessively. Another variety of fake tofu appears white and
talking about the white man can be saved, but how about you? Can you be saved, nigga?
tasty but emits a lime powder odor. This suggests the use of whitening agents, which may
Look at this
adversely affect
shit.
one's health if consumed in excess. Some unscrupulous merchants even add gelatin during tofu production, making it impossible to soften even after prolonged cooking, and is generally unpleasant to eat. There's also tofu with an unusually smooth cut surface, devoid of tofu's natural honeycomb texture, suggesting the addition of co-glutants. This type of tofu won't soften even after long periods of cooking. Fake buns. Consumers dining out need to exercise caution, particularly regarding aluminum buns. Authentic buns naturally have a slight yellow tint, while aluminum buns appear...
And you know the FDA, when you read all that shit on the back of the package, the ingredients, that shit you can't even pronounce, man. That shit is... And that ice cream, man, if you get that Dryers or Briars, don't even mess with it. It's got that beaver butt juice in it. If you go eat some ice cream, get that, what's that, the Haagen-Dazs. Grab that, man, because the only ingredients in there is ice, vanilla, cream, and sugar. That's it. That's all you ingredients. That's all you need.
White
Ain't no softener in that shit. Yeah, they told this fucking food up.
Aluminum buns are made using sweetening baking powder containing aluminum sulfate and aluminum hydroxide, which are acidic substances. During steaming, these
The Lord gotta
substances
come,
produce
man. This
carbon
is
dioxide, causing the buns to expand and
poisoning
appear larger
poisoning
and
us.
lighter.
How
While
long
these
can we
buns
last
look
in this goddamn
appealing
place, man?
and taste soft, the aluminum sulfate they
That
contain
shit.
can pose health risks.
This don't even look
Consuming
right.
these buns over time can affect bone development and memory in children. A blogger also examined buns made with lymphatic meat under a microscope and found out that the meat appeared darkened in color.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's like, yeah.
Can you imagine eliminating your entire power bill with just...
I wouldn't be surprised if they grind up a bunch of maggots.
Lymphatic tissue, being part of the animal's immune system, contains large amounts of phagocytes that ingest bacteria and viruses, making it susceptible to contamination by pathogens like Salmonella and Staphylococcus aureus, and thus unfit for consumption. Unquarantined pig lymphatic meat could expose
Lord gotta
patients to
come, boy.
various zoonotic
This is getting
diseases.
ridiculous.
Fake eggs. The world is full of surprises.
Eggs
as
too.
even eggs can be faked. A woman showcased the fake eggs that she bought, noting they're often cracked in the middle, unlike the intact appearance of normal eggs. The egg whites and shells of fake eggs are darker in color. The most distinctive feature is that the yolks of fake eggs are often a single uniform mass, rather than being dispersed naturally. This may be due to the addition of thickeners, and the ununiformed appearance of yolk color is achieved through
I'm trying to figure out
or other chemical methods.
what the fuck.
The woman expressed concern,
Wouldn't
showing
it,
that these
Slovakia,
eggs...
wouldn't it cost more to make fake eggs, doing all this shit, just to feed some chickens and make some eggs that way? That's crazy.
lack any flavor and are entirely spoiled when opened. The production process of fake egg is rather puzzling, primarily involving the mixing of various compounds. These compounds have no nutritional value, and long-term consumption can cause harm to the body. The first step is creating fake eggs as to make the egg white. Sodium alginate is mixed with water to form a solution, the base for the egg white. The solution is stirred continuously until it thickens into a substance resembling egg white. The egg yolk is made similarly, but with the addition of colorants like lemon, yellow to the sodium alginate solution.
Look at this fucking wash pot, man. What the hell?
Colorful solution is then poured into specially designed molds and solidified in a calcium chloride solution. The eggshell is formed from a mixture of calcium carbonate and other materials placed in molds to achieve the shape of an eggshell. It's almost unthinkable
It's
that
easier to
even
get
tea
eggs from a
leaves can be
chicken.
counterfeited. A video showcases a
Feed
woman
them grain
demonstrating
and
the
they lay
process of
eggs.
scenting tea leaves. Pour this fragrance water into a measuring cup, open the air compressor switch,
Look at
aim
this
the
shit.
nozzle inside the tea leaf container, and spray some fragrance.
And they arresting Negroes for selling crack, making cracking shit. The United States ought to go to war with these people.
Water into the container while stirring the tea leaves. This is a process of adding fragrance. The end results are finely misted tea leaves. This is what we call fragrance tea.
Oh my God, not the tea leaves. So you better not order nothing from China.
To enhance their appearance,
Everything from
some
China is
analytical
defiled,
businesses
man.
add artificial colorants to tea leaves during processing. There have been reports of lead chrome green being added to green tea, giving it more of a vibrant green appearance. However, this colorant is
Oh yeah. Free use. I ain't making no money off this video.
industrial pigment that is toxic in nature and should not be used as a food additive. Manufacturers also add sugar to tea leaves, aiming to improve the glossiness and sweetness of the dry tea. The sugars used include edible sugars and artificial
Look at this
sweeteners.
shit, man.
Some merchants even make
Cause how you know you're getting the real stuff, man? Ain't like you went to the factory to check them out.
use of inferior materials to substitute for higher quality ones, creating blends that are difficult for the average consumer to distinguish. The most common example of this is blending of lower quality Tieguanyin tea. Tieguanyin, a tea plant variety and also a name for a specific tea making process, often includes blends of other varieties similar to Tieguanyin, particularly among many of the cheaper options available on the market. Fake honey beehives. Honey as a natural nutritional food is cherished for its unique flavor and numerous health benefits. However, in recent years, some businesses seeking illicit gains have employed various illegal methods to counterfeit honey, flooding the market with fake and substandard products. The most common method of faking honey involves mixing syrup and adding fragrance, making it look like real honey. This deception is hard to discern based solely on appearance. Some businesses feed bees sugar, which in the presence of
This is Baruch 2:13. Let thy wrath turn from us, for we are but a few left among the heathen, where thou hast scattered us. Please, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, please turn your wrath from us, man.
food sources discourage them from collecting nectar.
That's for the hopefully elect make these prayers, man. These 2/3, man, they don't give a damn.
Saving time and increasing honey production.
They still going to McDonald's. They feeding their children McDonald's, man. Can you believe that?
At the expense of taste quality. Additionally, some
Straight
businesses
up making
add
honey.
lactose or sodium glycomate among with various additives.
We don't need
to
no
mimic
bees.
honey. While
We
merely
need some
affecting
chemicals.
taste might seem harmless, some producers create fake honey by mixing alum and white sugar, which with long-term consumption can damage the brain's nervous system, leading to irreversible memory loss. Some unethical businesses use low-cost honey to impersonate high.
Can you imagine if Negroes was doing this? They'll have a big shakedown. They be talking about we gonna raid this trap house. These niggas in here making honey out of chemicals.
Quality honey, adding corn syrup and flavors to create honey that is difficult to distinguish from the genuine product. To ensure that you are buying trustworthy honey, it is
I go to the farmer's market to get my honey. Shit.
essential to compare products from different sources and purchase from reputable sellers.
There are things you can't control. That's why I live a stoic life. I only control things I can control. Other than that, I can't control that stuff on the outside.
Unscrupulous merchants may use cheap honey as a substitute for premium honey, adding high fructose corn syrup and flavorings, making it difficult to distinguish from the real product. To purchase good quality honey, consumers should shop around and buy from a trustworthy merchant. In recent years, not only honey, but even beehives have also frequently been counterfeited.
I bought this.
Oh no!
Which comes in a
Slack. These damn people, man. These people are incredible. Look at the beehive, man. Look at that there. What the hell? Yeah, this is terrible.
Looks quite appetizing. The seller claimed it to be natural beehive honey, assuring us it could be safely soaked in water and consumed.
He explains upon examining a piece of honeycomb, a line can be seen in the middle. This is where the problem lies. There's this substance visible when we pull it apart, and next we'll soak it in lukewarm water to see what happens. It's revealed that the substance is made from industrial paraffin wax, which is a must use when producing artificial honey. It is highly hazardous to the human body as it contains carcinogenic substances like
Man,
polycystic aromatic hydrocarbons and condensed aromatic hydrocarbons, especially when leached into warm water. I purchased this at the Shifang night market in Changsha. The stall is called Lao Dai Little Seafood, and the sea cucumber
oh
is
hell
about 96
no.
yuan per half a kilogram. Did you think this was sea cucumber? I ate quite a bit
You still want your
before realizing
passport?
that something was amiss. This is fake sea cucumber made from fish mold, but sold as seafood. There have been
Some Asian women eat all this shit. This is their life right here. And she could bring you a plate of this shit while you're at the table. She might serve you well and keep your belly full, but you eating this shit.
reports of a well-known
But she not knowing. She ain't knowing no better. But you know better though.
restaurant in Dalian which used sponge as a substitute for sea cucumber. A tourist in Lizhao, Shandong, bought seafood for 60 yuan per half a kilo, only to discover the crab legs appeared to be stuffed with gluten. This man spent 400 yuan on mantis shrimp, only to find them hollow and filled with water upon opening. Some describe the current state of Chinese society as billions of lives have been sacrificed to toxic milk powder, vaccines, contaminated
Look at that
ice cream.
shit. That's why they need to be in the kitchen washing dishes. Look at this, man. Them people actually retarded, really. They came from an incest race. Because Lot and his daughters his daughters got him drunk and started grinding on him at the Sodom and Gomorrah was blown up. They thought they was the only people left on the planet. So they got their father drunk and grinded on them. And look what they produced. These people.
Running tracks and
Look
moldy
at this
food.
shit. Talking about my lungs. The doctor probably would tell you, hey, quit breathing the air. It's bad for you.
China's food prices have reached a point where not eating can lead to immediate death from starvation, but eating can lead to a slow death from poisoning. The public criticizes the authorities for inadequate regulations. The Chinese government's so-called food safety supervision is merely empty promises, as China's food safety defenses crumble and the dangers of poisoned food nearly spiral out of control.
See, this is what happens when you got more men than women. Because it's like for every woman, it's 11 men to her. Because back then they had that program, they wanted boys instead of the girls. So it's like 11 men to one woman out there in China. And that's terrible.
The food safety issue also highlights multiple challenges in Chinese society, including a lack of information transparency and
They're dying off.
perfect legal environment and declining social trust. Under the CCP's regime of violence, lies, and poisoning, Chinese people continue to struggle to navigate life.
No, they need to go to war with their government. Shalom.